75% pistol win rate. They've been so good at these preset ideas, and they head down mid.
Yeah, Baby already down into tiles. The camera not going to spot him. It's on the other side. And it doesn't seem like 100 Thieves have really expected this. With the amount of noise Jogmo created on the other side, Baby has a chance to stab 3 players in the back. 1, 2, almost a third. That's a great shot for G2.
But enough damage, and there's this Sage wall in main. It's such a debilitating tool to try and get past when you only have classics.
Knife it down. Busted on through. G2 already with that information can start moving onto the site.
Look how worried EU is, though. He's having to full re-clear through spawn. They're cautious that someone is still embedded into mid. They're going to have to waste probably half of the time left just to figure out if anyone is embedded in a weird spot.
And it's because Kess died, right? You're Cypher, so you don't have that tripwire guarding the A main push. You don't have the cam in mid to see if there's going to be a repeak. But now with 45 seconds left, Mimi, 100 Thieves are in 3 different places. Where do they go from here?
Yeah, Cryo gets spotted out in mid. Looks like they want to group and turn this into a B split. Smoke on recharge, that'll go top mid.
And that door to market is low.
These players are going to fight through.
Yeah, little fight into the smoke. 1-for-1 is not really good enough for 100 Thieves. Although pressure mounts onto Jonah P, who now knows there's a player still in mid ready to bust down the door. And a paranoia into the space. Jonah P buying some time, and the rest of his teammates come on through. This flash from Cryo isn't going to get him anywhere. We're down to 10 seconds on this pistol, where G2 have dominated all the stage long roll. Xander finds a kill. That clock starts to tick away. Can't finish it off. Jonah P will see this for G2.
Does so much. Places it at a minute 10 there.
Yeah, 1:08 on that one. That's 100 Thieves. Similar pattern here. Paranoia into the site. Jogmo lives with just a sliver of HP. Trent has now showed up in back Boba. Try and stop the advance of 100 Thieves, who have made it out onto the site. Baby holding here as another goes G2's way. This pistol round is getting a little bit messy. 100 Thieves putting down some good damage. Trying to get this spike actually planted now that G2 have showed up 4 players in. This volley of utility has brought Cryo and Xander incredibly low. EU actually fighting back with a shock dart of his own. 3-on-3, things are close.
G2's going to regroup. Try and work their way back through as 100 Thieves full post for a backside fight. No one's looking for this right now.
Valen without an angle currently, and Cryo's actually dealt with spawn. So now just these 2 players of G2's, 2 stingers in hand, brought down even. Jonah P brings it into a one-on-one now, and Valen to try and keep the start of this half looking good for G2. Pulls away from the spike, that clock continues to tick, and Xander gives up his spot with a reload. But there's no time left here. Xander into the thick of things, and 100 Thieves steal away a Thrifty. Complementary of angles.
Bit of a stack towards B from G2.
Asuna blitzing on in there, but stunned on the other side. Good thing EU is there to hold his duelist out of there as the rest of 100 Thieves just come sprinting into this site. I mean, there's nothing G2 can do even with the stack.
This is a very comfortable setup for G2 playing double Senti. They have this trip to up mid. That means 2 can lean towards B, and you can keep this heavier stack as they push towards a reclear.
Dog is going to see one as now the stuns are traded back. A little bit of a seize. Catches on a couple members of 100 Thieves. Still advancing, and Jogmo lights him up. These shock darts not finding their mark this time around. G2 very much in a comfortable position.
A little disconnected there from 100 Thieves. I don't think Cryo realized his teammates were seized off and couldn't trade.
And with a Sage wall being put down in B main, G2 know that 100 Thieves have to continue in here. We're down to under 40 seconds on the clock, and none of the Sentinel utility has been dealt with. Even this re-clear gives G2 perfect info.
They'll leave jaw posted. The rest of these players start to rotate back.
30 seconds left.
It's a strong setup on the B site, and Baby in the hot seat.
3 rounds in a row. 100 Thieves have cut back through mid into market. This time Baby is here, but has to pull away from the angle. Now Asuna sprinting up through main will be slowed down. The rest of the team hasn't actually made it out of the market. G2 making minced meat 100 Thieves. ZU left to watch his teammates fall.
Doesn't tend to be hyper-aggressive in the lines he's taking. So it's a little less often that they're going to have a super deep lurk to call back into and go for your re-hit.
Yeah, dimensional drift to get them in a sight should be free enough.
Yeah, have the combo with EU as well. They're going to try and find a target, and
I see the target, it's Valen.
Unfortunately, he has the TPs. He's probably the best suited to escape from a play like that, and Cryo's not actually going to find him. Paths the other way, and only gets the sight.
Yeah, nerfs to the duration there, make it harder to scale on forward back into spawn. That's our G2. Like with 3 members, nice little pen through the wall there. Had the reveal and a Hunter's Fury to follow. G2, quick footwork in the back of sight, but Trent has managed to trade back into Asuna. And now a resurrection. 100 Thieves need to plant the spike, need to deal with that res. They ignore it for now. And spread apart. 3 players all on their own for the time being. While G2 slowly work their way in. Biding their time, playing off one of another. Well, BabyBay distracts in market. Trent and Valen have found their mark into the site. EU again just a little bit pushed away from the rest of the party. Wasn't invited. And G2 will take their third. 100 Thieves are waiting for the reclear. They're in exactly the right position for this, but they don't have the weaponry. First shot traded out evenly, and now G2 having a couple members attack from top mid. Valen is just full confidence. Mowing down 100 Thieves, making quick work out of the eco. BabyBay holding the line and quick with it too. That smoke's gone.
And what a rough player to lose, right? With this comp as well, not just the smokes, but that paranoia would have been excellent if you're committing to a hard A hit.
He didn't even have to teleport out either, so he just falls back to a deeper line.
G2 have found the lurk in mid. They can go for a flush play onto Cass.
Well, they're trying to flush out BabyBay, who's stuck on top of the box. Still manages to get away. Jogamo deals with that lurk into mid, and now G2 can set their sights back onto A. Nightfall's tagged up just about everyone on the side. That wasn't even the Nightfall. Here it comes now, as a matter of fact. That second wave for G2. Jogamo already quick into the site. Laser beams out and ready. And there's nobody home. Just this player in elbow. Asuna bow down and Cryo on the side. Will not get it done for 100 Thieves.
Completely scattered by the Fatal, finding Kess on the lurk and killing him. Once Kess is dead, 100 Thieves have absolutely 0 options. Here's that kill I'm talking about. They're forced to hard commit into A, and G2 have every tool to win the round with that ult combo.
And actually use a lot more utility. Sell your idea, your hand of where you're actually headed early on into the rounds. Is Asuna going to be doing a bit of that now into market. Got a shotgun ready to go, but it's not going to do anything. It's BabyBay on the other side with a judge. 100 Thieves are dropping like flies. Xander was able to ult into the back of the site, but with a stinger in hand, with no pressure coming out from main, he's got to go back and deal with BabyBay first.
But this is a judge. How do you get through?
Well, I don't like your odds. Xander will manage it, but not before the rest of G2 showed up to the fight. High-low, lights out. They actually made it through that space.
A pistol round of some variety.
Yeah, something like that. Jonah P now gonna pick up the judge.
What a change up. You showed the op here last time,
Ooh.
the slow before, and now the
Timing through the smoke! It's just a 1-for-1. Trent here with a good seize, catches 2 players. That spike not going anywhere. As more and more time continues to tick away. Now teleports into the site. My eyes are on Valen. Playing back towards spawn. Not trying to fight just yet, waiting for the rest of his team to show up.
Cryo still has an ult to fight up if they want to combo, but he gets caught by the haunt.
Every single time, no one has broken that haunt. And 100 Thieves just can't let it happen, especially with Kess falling again on the flank. Now Paranoia into the site. EU does well to hold his own. Trying to keep his team in this game against BabyBay on the other side, but the caster takes his head off.
Here's that combo again. Can they catch a player this time?
Well, it would be BabyBay. A little bit tough, but they've seen him on this line before. And now the Hunter's Fury misses on the first shot. That teleport would hide, actually tagged him. Just nipped at the toes, but it won't be a kill.
Set retake for G2.
And 100 Thieves want to go on the prowl. Waiting for haunts from above. You can see how fearful they are of that. And as this one way falls, this is the fight to take it all. A monster Paranoia, but a counter stun responds. G2 are ready for it. And 100 Thieves are routed. That fight goes horribly wrong. EU trading back with a shock. But they're going to need more than that, especially with Jogamo barreling into the site. 3 for him on the round, and again, BabyBay sails the deal.
They're the ones on the attack.
Look at it again.
Another retake. That is so beautiful.
Even if you dodge the stun, you can't go anywhere. If you dodge the slow, you're stunned.
Yeah, the slow into that smoke was great too.
Have a judge for Asuna. Try to sprint up towards B main. This time, just now pulling the slow out. The slow is so annoying for Asuna to deal with.
This is basically the one agent in the game they've picked, maybe besides Vice, but even then you can shock her Thorns. They can full stop a double duelist dive like this. It's a really good pick into this.
Oh.
100 Thieves wants to play.
Baby Bay right on the other side of this wall, and he's down the line as well. There goes your duelist, so a second one has to teleport into sight. He's gone too.
The slow cuts the other two off. Only the duelists get in, and quickly they go down.
This is just chalked.
And this is the story of the map now. The two duelists die on an execute. 100 Thieves don't have an option to fall back, and they play a 3v5 that already looks impossible.
And the thing is, this is 100 Thieves picking Sunset, noticing that 100 Thieves, or G2, they don't play this map. They have yet to play it in VCT this year. And just get smoked like this at the start is setting a very different tone than what was expected.
Jaw's just going for a walk. He's already behind them.
G2 have to know where 100 Thieves are headed. The smoke, the dart to come in. Jugamo is behind a tripwire. Then you got to start considering the other options that G2 have. The utility, a paranoia to get through, but Gas could maybe get something done with this judge. Just daring inside of the smoke, while Jaw comes around on the flank, sees the player around his left, plays that angle beautifully, and yeah, well, the judge is going to get one kill, but that's all she wrote for 100 Thieves this round. See how deep Xander wants to go with the ulti. But here we have it, Quiet to start, just Cage to guard the right-hand side. G2 ready to pop on through. Good counter stun, forces Jogamo back, but that was the paranoia spent from Valen.
Jaw still has his own stun to stall out any execute.
G2 are very comfortable in their spots.
Look where Baby Bay is. He's walked down mid. There's 3 players comfortably holding on this A side.
Even a forward line in B main for the Sage, so G2 ready to respond.
It's another round where 20 seconds in, 100 Thieves have no option but to commit.
That Prowler is big. There's never been a solo lurk towards A, so G2 very comfortably are expecting this to be a freeze into an A pop where there's a C's ready for Trent.
Jaw has that stun as well. So much util to flood out those main players.
Another Prowler, Jaw gonna swing with that. First kill goes G2's way. And now the Omen ult has to be canceled. Jogamo dodging away from the utility. He's not blinded up. 100 Thieves have gone absolutely nowhere. They've still got time to play with, but now the walls are closing in. Baby Bay finds himself on a flank, and Valen gets 2 kills unassisted. G2 cannot be stopped, and the in-game leader brings them up to double digits.
Switching sides.
That entire half felt like 100 Thieves was surrounded every round. Even when they had a lurk that was off the strong side, Kess was getting flushed out, was getting pressured off his angles. And this was a G2 that had absolutely no trouble stacking the right side and winning in the fight.
Yo! Oh my god, that was the luckiest shit ever!
Not a moment to waste. 100 Thieves stacked 4 players up into A main, which I assume G2 saw a bit of, and now respond up into top mid, trying to hunt out a lot of this trips. And after 12 rounds of never seeing a top mid play, G2 are already here.
Kess is so alone.
He's all on his own, down and out.
And rotates could not be farther away. A door is up, a wall is sealed, and G2 get a dreamy post planted.
G2's pistols continue to be immaculate. Now 3 players moving back into B main to respond off of Baby Bay's contact. 100 Thieves slide in for the re-clear, but the teleport's away. It's a bit of a bait and switch. Asuna stunning himself, trying to still work back into the site, but G2 won't let them have even an inch. Xander doing a bit of spring shopping in the market. And he won't be long for this world. G2 has come up on top. Now a bit of a fake paranoia towards A. Jogamo making some noise. While Cryo has slipped up into mid. Backstab will grant him a kill.
And that's his 2,000 in VCT Americas. Gets a record on that one.
7th player to do it. The 100 Thieves need more than records. They need rounds. And they have been starving for them. Now moving back into the duelist, Jogamo has crept up into bot mid. Cryo with another. G2 moving back towards main. And 100 Thieves just playing full information right now. Asuna back towards spawn, calls in the teleport of Cryo. G2 should be able to plant the spike, and then it comes down to Jonah P on the walk-up. Full armor, Stinger in hand, but doesn't have the kill. We're down to 15 seconds, Mimi. And Baby Bay isn't even here. G2 have taken their sweet time, but 100 Thieves are playing solidly together. They know the aggro is coming. 4 players lined up, ready for this push. Cryo with 3 on the round. He's doing it all on his own.
Last player standing.
To keep things in it, to keep 100 Thieves alive, they will take another round 2.
An exact duplicate of the first half.
G2 will have a little something here. Done for Baby Bay, but that's taken out of his hands almost immediately. The stun not going to connect either, so good work out of 100 Thieves to keep these players at bay.
The fight doesn't go their way, but it's interesting to see some of the ideas G2 have on this attacking side. There was a slow orb lineup there to help aid the fight, to trap the players who were pushed up on the defense into that duel. And Baby Bay to hold.
Little walk down now. Baby Bay challenge on the left side. Wow, he's sharp with it. Look at him go. Baby Bay has stopped 100 Thieves dead. Only a trade back from Cryo. But look at that B side, Mimi. Nobody's there.
But G2 are holding. They know these players will have to rotate back in, so they wait patiently, and they're rewarded. G2, 12 rounds earned.
You can see Asuna just diving back and forth in spawn right now. He's got a judge in hand, so has to be here. Has to guess the right site, and he's in the right position now. Left alone, though. No support to follow.
Face your fear!
And now the Nightfall. It won't tag him in the corner. Asuna's gonna have to get something done, but there's nothing to be found. Jogamo is so good, man. The rest of G2 move in, but now Xander's responded. Back on site. And now the resurrection. 100 Thieves, even when they start getting some kills, G2 just still have every single answer left.
And somehow in this game, it's 100 Thieves rookie getting stood up by the 30-year-old rookie on G2. An impossible 1v4 for him. Jonah already with the information.
Stuck with a wall in his face, just simply being toyed with. Baby is knifing the wall just to have a good time. They're juggling on them. G2 are taking it the most unseriously way possible.
You gotta start stronger here for 100 Thieves.
So A lobby is where we turn our focus. Early move up from Asuna. And the Viper wall just to throw some disinformation 100 Thieves' way. G2 are quickly pivoting out of this aggression into the C site where it's really just Kess and Cryo.
But there's going to be a fast rotate. The Yoru already TP'd over to help Kess.
What can Kess do? Backside that sees, doesn't connect. And now with a little pocket to play and the pressure mounts, he gets the kill on the left-hand side. 1-for-1 is good enough with the rest of 100 Thieves escalating onto the flank. Asuna is there to stab G2 in the back, and now G2 in an awkward position. They expect maybe someone on B, someone towards spawn. They know about the flankers. Coming down long.
They found the gap, though. Walk into B. How far do they go? Do they want to walk this all the way back towards A?
All the way is tough.
There's going to be a fight in CT. Cryo's there to cut them off.
Ghost in hand. Cryo, no one's looking at him, and he gets the first. Takes a whole lot of damage on the way out, though. Trent down to 30, and Jonah P spotted on the retreat. Tried to get the forward position. Now the rest of 100 Thieves flood in. Pistol woes. Be gone. 100 Thieves have found their mark here on Haven.
Power the Viper. Jonah just goes for a walk and has full control down short.
Hearing the rotates away. Also hears that EU stops.
This timing is despicable.
Unreal. He's all the way through. There's not a chance that Asuna is ready for this. And there it is. That is a Vandal in Asuna's hand. It now belongs to Jonah P, scaling up into the site. Ready for the Sova! And takes him down.
Gun here.
It's an inverse of Sunset. Now G2 in the advantage on their own Thrifty.
And that's a second Vandal, Christy.
Disgusting.
And now, they have Vice and Viper in the post plant.
So the only way back in, this flank from Cryo. Cryo v Baby Bay. If Baby Bay gets this, it is over. Cryo's found his mark, but it's still not out of the word works yet.
And thankfully, there's actually no util from either of those stall agents to help.
Now on the flank one more time. Jogamo trying to flush out Cryo's position. He gets the backstab. There it goes. All three Vandals gone. Kess is back into the site. Jumping! Falls down, and the stun for Jaw to swing around on. I mean, think about the position 100 Thieves were just in. They've won the pistol finally. Now trying to throw it all away on a fight down long. Jogamo has 3 kills. he is not done just yet. Insult to injury, 4 for Jaw.
This is the best anti-eco you could hope for G2. You funnel every kill onto Mojrem. He's gonna int at this point and either get that last kill or die. But with the spike plant, won't even matter. Can let someone else have it.
So head into round 4. Mojrem claims the ace. Claims the dimensional drift. Trent's got a nightfall. Everything is going G2's way.
That's the most casual ace I've ever seen.
Just like
right
that.
Down low. Great control here. Hits the spray transfer. Resets after killing the burst.
Yeah, Cryo's got to play down in sewers to avoid any lurk ideas going down. And now that dimensional drift online. So B site is open. The wall on the right side, smoke on the left. Makes things oh so easy for G2 to work with as now the Hunter's Fury comes online. Valen teleports up above it, and he's not going to fall to it either. G2 get to play their post, but it's down to Cryo.
Jonah's in spawn.
Jonah's fully prepared for this one. Yep, gonna lock that one up while Mojrem keeps fighting into Link. 100 Thieves are a bit spread out right now. G2 have flashes to play off of into the corner. Asuna takes him down. Another little scroll jump, but it'll be 100 Thieves getting back onto this site.
There's so little time.
The next layer is the Nightfall. So 100 Thieves pull away from the spike. The lurk on Garage doesn't pay off, and the spam comes on through. EU holds it down, but just for a moment. And now without any time remaining, G2 see it on. It's a big call out of 100 Thieves.
If they kill Baby Bay and get this gun, they have the contain.
That's a big if, though. G2 have been very mindful of their flank so far this game. Here's Baby Bay, one goes his way. Knows there's more to come, but this stun is not easy to contest with. Valen tried to support his teammate, but 100 Thieves are continuing onto the flank.
Valen TP's out. I think they could have heard those rotations going back through mid.
Still holds his ground for the time being. No trip or anything on the flank now that the Vise has fallen.
Planted.
But still, how do 100 Thieves get back in here?
Jonah's still holding on to his orb, bounces back onto site.
Still gives some angles to work around with Jaw. 100 Thieves don't have a flash to get back on site. They don't have a paranoia. No dart, no nothing, realistically. And Asuna and EU, their only 2 guns. Curved into the corner. Mojrem lines him up, and some spam from Trent. This one's over. Asuna's gonna have to go and save this gun. You can't play this round.
Nah, get out of here, man.
The rest of the 100 Thieves pack ready to respond to this fight into mid. They've called over all of their C players to have a drone, potentially look for a little swing. There goes Asuna, but he's being fully held. This fight is a complete catastrophe. It is simply disaster apart from EU.
What happened with Asuna?
And he's still looking for it, but it's just too much.
It looked like he was expecting the players to be blinded, swings out with the stun in his hand.
Well, the thing is, the drone, I think, only saw 2 players down bot mid, and he stuns them, or throws a stun in their general direction.
Yeah.
There was one more player in that spot that G2 are tucked away in that swung out and just leveled him.
But it's not unwinnable for 100 Thieves. Xander is walked around on the flank. And with Baby Bay dead, there's no one to watch this.
G2 are patient. Bringing the clock down to 30 seconds, but oh no.
He thinks they're walking A short right now.
Because who in their right mind just sits in mid the entire game? Jonah P is holding the exit. This kill could be everything. Turns away at exactly the wrong moment, but it's still a 1-for-1.
It shouldn't be enough. Casting a 1-on-2.
And so now, the rookie sees Trent escape to the left. Still knows a high chance of a player into this site, but now with the utility thrown his way, he's seized up.
Look at the reposition from Valen on the close angle.
Yep, fully holding flush with the wall. Cass now even revealing his position with the reload. The smoke is there again, another layer of it. And Trent and Valen won't allow him even to enter the site.
To their credit, not finished that, just off the eye test. I think G2 is one of the teams in America that buys the most outlaw when they see enemies on that weird money.
They certainly punish. And now trying to work into Kess, who's been hit by a snake bite, hit by a paranoia. This guy has nowhere to go, and you've seen this exec from G2 before. It is tried and tested from them. But Kess, isolated on A, will fall victim to it.
Welcome to my world. Spike planted.
And how a pit down.
It gets worse and worse.
I basically have to make a leap of faith from heaven. But that's being hard held by G2. You go into this pit, Jaws holding with his shorty.
This is a round where if you had guns, you might honestly save. But they're going for it anyways. Diving down into hell. Jonah P is here.
One enemy remaining.
And there's just simply nothing the 100 Thieves can do.
Impenetrable, that site.
But this is the round for 100 Thieves. They've got ultimates, they've got guns. You lose this, you just can't lose this. And us is full sending it down. Hunter's Fury into
The
main.
shorty again!
Kess is there to trade out a shot. This Hunter's Fury didn't really connect onto anything.
And Big Viz just walks into B. He knows the side, he's ripping his ult, he wants to
What
fight.
on earth is happening? 100 Thieves have flanked down C Long as well, where Xander is all the way up in front of it. 2 kills for him. Has blown open this round.
I have the spike.
So finally calm. G2 lick their wounds and try and figure out exactly where 100 Thieves have set up.
G2 have pivots in the mid round. An Omen ult to work with.
But very forward trips. There's going to be early information for 100 Thieves if G2 walk back into A. That's exactly where they're headed.
Won't be early enough without a teleport set up from Cryo.
Cover going out.
But better tools for the retake this time. Baby Bay doesn't have thorns. They have the Sova ult available.
And Kess is hiding up in heaven. He doesn't want any piece of what he experienced in the prior round. How much are 100 Thieves going to put into the retake, though? Because the dimensional drift to secure the round is very important, but that's so many ults now spent onto this round. They have to have it. Losing this is not an option for them. Eyes on Cryo. Kess drops out of heaven. Baby Bay is still on the attack. And it'll all come down to him. Tucked into hell around the side. EU sets him down. Has the teleport set up, though, and sees the pressure coming into the back of sight. That Omen ult to fake.
Your fear.
And now a Nightfall. Jogamo already into the thick of things. Their spam shots. See that one off mini-map. It's just unreal. The waylay of utility. And another.
How impossible it is to help your teammates on site. There was a Viper Orb and a Thorns looking like a Venn diagram in CT. You can't get in, you can't get out, and if you're on the site, you're dead.
100 Thieves on yet another low buy hero rifle for Asuna. Ready to set up a little refight. Valen tucks away, and it amounts to naught.
G2C2 in mid. They suspect there's something more there.
They're still looking. A Paranoia out from Garage. Baby Bay is here, ready for it. That's one for him. The rifle still a little bit further behind, and Asuna will be there to take him down. While G2 have escalated up into A. Kess dodges the C's. Is accustomed to that util pattern now. And he's going to find his mark, but it's just hard to imagine he can survive here against John Shorty, having too much fun with it. Jumping through the smoke, going back in towards spawn. He's having way too much fun. Couple prowlers for Trent to reclear with, but he's actually faking more presence into Garage right now. G2 trying to really make it look like it's a C-split. Full util sent from Trent. And now as the smoke comes down, G2 using this wall to creep forward. They've already gotten the first. Down in bot mid, Asuna in the corner. That's a clone. That's just not going to work at all. 100 Thieves have managed to get EU into the site. Maybe the sole salvation for them into the round. And that'll be the first for him. A second one lined them up. Coming down into short, EU
Down A.
is on a rampage. Maybe that can just be the secret sauce for them. Get EU into these positions in the trade for Kess.
G2 are going for a walk. No smokes, they have to take things slow towards C.
Xander about to walk out into the off angle, spots Jonah's shoulder. That'll be the last thing he remembers before the gray. And again, clones get in the way of these shots. EU trading back. EU has been solid all day long. The sole spot of light. 400 Thieves, and again gets his mark. A shot from beyond the grave. That spike left out in the open. Kess isolated away from his duelist, distracted by the Yoru again. Jogamo just living rent-free in the minds of 100 Thieves.
Asuna, I think, expected them to be running towards A. Now, he realizes that they're staying committed, dodges out on the Vizalt. Look at this reposition. G2 split up, post one in garage, and Jaw backside to hold.
Jaw just full facing it. The repositions. This is extra. This is layers. Jogamo doesn't care for that.
No.
He just wins the round on his own.
Sides.
So 9-3 half for G2.
Xander's actually already gotten down into short. But Baby Bay on this off angle sees the gun early on, and there go your smokes. 100 Thieves have 4 players ready to move into the site, but no way to block off the heaven line, no way to actually get out here.
And G2 have 3 players in close proximity.
Now a orb goes up. There's still a Vise flash to play off of. G2 really taking their time with things. Not overcommitting onto any of these angles. 100 Thieves are feeling the pressure. Cryo was considering getting out into the site. 100 Thieves, as they often do, slow down, wait for the repop, get back in there. G2 are already here. Even trades to start things out, and Trent has slipped into short.
One enemy remaining.
Kill from Jonah back into spawn. Jogamo TP's in to seal the deal. G2 on 10.
Look at Jaw again. Frame 1 just walking his way down C. Full containing that part of the map.
Cryo's got a Guardian. 100 Thieves have really been big believers in the hero buys.
But he's going to be swinging into a Judge more likely than not.
Not exactly what you want to see, but a 1-for-1 might be good enough. Now on to the hunt a little bit. The rest of G2 unable to get into B.
Fast flank coming through for Jogamo.
Taking his time with it for now. I mean, G2 are really spread apart, and that's not what you want. Retaking a site on the anti-eco. So A-Link has to activate first. Paranoia starts off the approach for G2. There's been plenty of stalls so far. Jogamo now has that flank activating with the distraction. That's exactly when Valen and Trent pounce.
G2 know the tell. They see the heavy presence in mid. They're walking into A. They're posting forward on C. They're so willing to get aggressive.
Snooze fest ensues as the thorns are popped, the Viper wall goes up. 100 Thieves need to make the most of this brief gap in the utility. Walk in behind the drone. Jonah P, though, shuts down Asuna.
Portal closed.
And now where do you go from that? There's still a Vise wall on B. 100 Thieves have taken no space into A.
And unfortunately, Trent's on a forward line there.
As often he will be.
So Kess tries to put pressure by activating the Vise wall.
That's a little win for 100
But the
Thieves.
second Trent sees this, he's going to call in the troops.
Yep, there's a teleport already. So, oh, surprise, Jogamo with the Judge already has made his way into the site. And the Prowler spots the players working down long, so here come the rest of G2. They know the exec is underway. Dart into the backup site. Doesn't actually get a ping down. And Jaw can just rat it out with the shotgun inside of the orb. We're down to 20 seconds left. 100 Thieves have gone absolutely nowhere. And it's down to the wire. It's 11-3. You have to get into the site, but they're going one by one.
One enemy remaining.
Asking someone else to be the fall guy. Kess the last man standing. 100 Thieves have no purchase and no chance in the round.
What does 100 Thieves have?
Well, maybe ignore macro and get into a post plant. Simplify is the name of the game, ignoring this Vise wall for the moment. But EU, 2 players face him up into doors. Baby Bay gets the better of him. This post plant not so easy with a Paranoia blinding up Kess in window. And now 2 players approaching onto the flank. 100 Thieves will know that Valen is on the march. But even then, it might not matter. Kess stays alive. And now more and more enter into the fight. 100 Thieves are all over the place, walking into doors, into garage. Kess has 3. The only guy trying to keep 100 Thieves alive in this round.
He's getting chased into his spawn, though.
Somebody send him some help. He's on 5 HP. Xander's got a stinger.
One enemy remaining.
And it's going to be Kess. Now with the distraction going back. Trent taking oh so low. A tap down and Trent spams him.
The time.
There's just not enough time, though. I don't think so.
No.
Well, too little, too late. And Keps has kept his team afloat.
And despite the rough buy, it is the
planted.
simplest of ideas that get 100 Thieves some foothold in this half. Just full send it on B.
And that second kill Kess found onto Valen. These double doors always being broken. Opens up options for the spam later if 100 Thieves walk on in. Now Valen pushed back away from the line. Here's the dimensional drift into sight. Cryo trying to open things up, and Cass does good work again. He's shown up in these later rounds, but Trent revealed, blinded up, knocked out of things. Things are getting a little bit messy for G2 now.
Yeah, maybe a bit overconfident from Trent. Maybe Bay does trade back, but Xander's there to lock down the line and surely to shore up this round. Surely.
Jaws had a game so far, now on 17 HP. Will be knocked out by EU. So, 100 Thieves take their 5th. Wait, surely, right? Surely he saw it.
Right? They know.
Wait,
Okay.
Kess is just walking out onto B.
What is happening?
His team was not making any
Look at Baby Bay,
presence.
he's in the corner.
No one's clearing him.
looking.
Look at him, look at Baby Bay. Somebody open your eyes. It's a disaster. It's a complete disaster onto the site. 2 for 2 remains, but now these players are
But
approaching
Chrissy,
on the flank.
Trent has ult, and there's a double flank coming. They don't know. Now, with the re-clear through CT, they can start to suspect.
Jonah P has a Vandal in hand. Cryo is on his own. And already out into the site. There's Trent with the Sheriff. Just not like this. This isn't the way it was meant to go. EU battered and bruised. These both needs to isolate, but it's just over. Go next. Trent and the rest of G2, smooth sailing here in the first round of playoffs.
They're going to have to unplug